Hi, welcome to Tinfoil Handkerchief Tarot, where the energy never lies and the ancestors got jokes. This channel is for entertainment purposes, though tarot and oracle cards are great tools for reflection, clarity, and confirmation. With collective messages, if something comes out that doesn't resonate with you, the overall read probably isn't for you, though there may be messages within that are. The way I read cards is more about self-reflection rather than prediction, so while you may find some helpful insight, think of it more as the potential to preemptively heal aspects within self. Please come with an open mind and honest perspective, and if you don't come in peace, please don't come at all. This is a general collective reading. Okay, we've got Stag, Trust and Thrive, which came out really quick of that deck. On the bottom of that deck, it's Spirit Fox, Trust Your Talents in Changing Times. Then we've got Opposition, Confrontation on the bottom of that deck, Third House Communication in reverse. And then for the Tarot, the Two of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So that's interesting. I love that how out of the Ancestor deck, Stag, Trust and Thrive, and Spirit Fox, Trust Your Talents in Changing Times both came out, because they both have a trust element to them. And then with the Opposition, Confrontation card, like, it also kind of looks like stags, which is pretty cool. And then on the bottom of that deck, Third House Communication. So here there's like two stags, like, engaged in a challenging situation. And then in Third House Communication, it looks like there's two birds that are kind of, they're not really fighting in this, they're more like opposite aspects, but that goes with the Opposition card too. Then we've got two wands, but we've also got two knights, so that's interesting. So the Two of Wands is more about waiting for something. The Knight of Wands is about passion, and it's kind of like marching to the beat of your own drum kind of thing. Page of Cups, and I love how it's depicted on this card. To me, this is like when the unbelievable becomes believable, and the Knight of Swords is about fast action kind of thing. So what I'm seeing is that there is a challenging situation, and there are opposing aspects within that. So like you'll face a challenge where there is some sort of opposition, but it's a matter of trusting yourself through those changing times. Again, both of these cards represent that. And with the Two of Wands, it's like it may be difficult right now because like it looks like she's lonely and she's just kind of looking out the window waiting for something to happen, right? Whereas like the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck, whereas with the Two of Wands it looks like she's kind of in a period of stagnation and just kind of waiting, not knowing what to do. However, I feel like it's like embracing your inner passions during this time of waiting. And I think that goes with this Trust and Thrive, and then Trust Your Talents in Changing Times, because it feels like she's waiting for things to change, but what are you doing within that time? Like, it feels like maybe she's in a period of isolation because there's some sort of challenging situation. It's like she's waiting on a message that isn't coming through, like with this communication in the reverse. Oh, and then underneath that is North Node Future. So, yeah, it's like she's waiting for something to happen, right? Maybe you feel misunderstood kind of thing, or like everything's always going to be a fight, but it's kind of like enjoying the lull. What are you doing while you're waiting, right? Are you embracing your passion, or are you just waiting around kind of thing? Because even though maybe it feels like a challenging situation, if you trust yourself and just kind of do what you can in the meantime, you never know. You never know what could happen, right? And it could happen really quickly. Not everything is always going to be a challenge. Maybe you're waiting right now, but you won't be waiting forever, kind of thing. Things will start to move fast, and they might work out better than you anticipated that they would if you trust yourself. And again, with the Fox, trust your talents in changing times. I think that kind of goes with the Knight of Wands as well, because to me, the Knight of Wands is about embracing your talents, right? I think this kind of goes with the last reading too, about like, you know, you've been working on something, you've been trying to cultivate something, but you haven't quite seen it grow yet. And this is like waiting on it, but the Knight of Wands is like the consistency with it, putting your passion into it, continuing to be consistent. And you never know, something good could really happen if you trust your talents through the changing times. And again, these two both say trust. And so like this one's trust through the challenge, and this one is more like trusting that you will thrive, or if you're consistent with it, you will eventually see results, right? It may be challenging now, but once you get past that challenging part, things will start to move really quickly, and they could turn out better than you imagine. But sometimes it's hard to remember that or recognize that when you're in this waiting energy. But while you're waiting, dance it out a bit, you know? Do something you love, do something you enjoy, and trust that it'll all work out, trust that it'll be okay. Not everything is always going to be a challenge, and it may feel like you're stuck and stagnant right now, but when things start to move, they may move quickly, kind of thing, right? And again, you never know what could come out of it. And even opposition and confrontation, like, it doesn't always have to be a fight. And like with the third house communication in reverse, like it could just be that there's an opposition in perspective right now, but it doesn't always have to stay that way. It's like maybe you feel misunderstood, but if you keep trusting yourself and moving ahead, even though you feel stagnant, eventually you could be more understood, and the blockage within communication may lift, right? Like if there's differing perspective, then maybe someone has the wrong impression of you, but if you keep just doing your own thing and showing who you really are, eventually they'll see you for who you are, kind of thing. But it takes consistency. It takes working through and navigating those challenging times, but trusting in yourself and your talent as things are changing, as things are challenging. And you never know, good things can come. And, you know, it may feel like you're stuck and stagnant right now, but when things start to move, things will start to move. And they could be better than you ever expected them to be. But in the meantime, enjoy yourself, kind of thing. So that's what I've got. Please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more general collective readings, or if you'd like a personal reading, check out my Etsy shop, or check out my main YouTube channel, Tinfoil Handkerchief Alignment. Until next time, keep the peace.